I need to change something I told you in my 2-week review of this Celimax Retinal Short Tightening Dual Cream. I initially thought this was surprisingly gentle for a retinal product, and I could see then why the brand positions this cream as something that can be used daily. But after using it for a full 30 days, I have changed my mind about just how gentle this product actually is. Even though it contains 0.05% retinol, my skin has made it very clear in this 30 days of use that this is not something I can use comfortably every single night. And that's interesting because I have been using retinoids for the past 6 years. So today I'm sharing my full 30 days update, what changed in my skin, how often I actually used it, how it compares with Celimax 0.1% Retinal Short Tightening Booster, and whether I still think this is a good option if you are new to retinal or even retinol. Hi, I'm Neha, a certified skincare consultant. I have been using retinoids for around 6 years, including retinol, retinal, and other retinoid-based products. And I test these products on my own brown skin so I can tell you what they actually feel and perform like beyond the marketing claims. I also work with clients one-on-one to build personalized skincare routines. My goal is to simply help you get your routine right without wasting money on the products that you don't really need. For more details, check the link below. Now, if you have watched my 2-week review of this product, you would know that I started using this product based on Celimax's recommendation, using it alternate nights for the first week and then increasing frequency to every single night the second week. But after another 2 weeks of using it, I noticed something I wasn't expecting. So let's go back to the beginning. This is the Celimax Retinal Short Tightening Dual Cream, which contains 0.05% retinal along with 5% panthenol, 3% matrixyl 3000 and 0.1% guaiacylene. So the idea behind this formulation is pretty interesting, as you get a retinol paired with soothing and hydrating ingredients. So you get anti-aging benefits from retinol, and there are ingredients to support your skin barrier. And just like Celimax's other retinal product, this one also uses their A-shot technology with microspicules. The major difference is that this is a dual chamber cream where the two formulas are dispensed together when you press the tube. And I actually talked about this packaging in my first video, and I'm still not crazy about it. It honestly looks a little bit like toothpaste, and you may have seen some online content where people are dispensing the cream directly on a toothbrush, like a toothpaste. More like a clickbaitish thing. But beyond how it looks, I'm not the biggest fan of the dispensing experience either. What I've experienced with similar kind of packaging, it's easy enough to dispense the product when it's full, but by the time you reach, towards finishing the product, it's quite annoying. But I'm still curious. I still want to see how the product dispenses when I'm about to finish this product. So from a packaging and user experience perspective, this isn't my favorite. But what's more important is what this formulation is going to do on my skin. Now, if you watched my previous video, during the first week, I used this on alternate nights. And after the second application, I noticed some dryness around my chin and the corners of my mouth. It wasn't severe, but it was enough for me to make an adjustment. I started applying moisturizer after the retinol cream, and during the second week, when I increased the frequency, I also used the sandwich method. Moisturizer, retinol, moisturizer. I also applied a tiny amount of petroleum jelly around my mouth and chin before bed because those areas tend to get drier for me. And this is something I see often with skincare. The same product can give you a very different experience based on what you are layering it with, how you're using it, and knowing how often to use an active, what to layer it with, and when to pull back can make a huge difference. And that's exactly what I help my clients with in my one-on-one skincare consultation, building a routine around their skin's actual tolerance and needs, rather than simply following a generic one. If you want more details, the link is in the description. Now, the biggest thing I changed after my 2-week experience, I went back to alternate nights, and since then I have not reached a point where I can comfortably use this product every single night. And that's important because I'm not new to retinoids. I consider myself as an experienced user because I've been using them for the past 6 years. And even when I have used this product every alternate night for the past 2 weeks, I've still had days where I would feel my skin felt more sensitive, or probably I can say I was more aware of my skin on my face. So I know if I'm going to use this cream every single night, my skin is going to become really unhappy. So despite the brand positioning this as a daily use retinol, my experience has been different. For me, alternate night has been the more sustainable frequency, and I think that's something you need to pay attention to with any active. Just because a brand says a product can be used every single day, you know what matters more? your skin's response. And also something else happened in the last week which made me realize how potent this formulation is. I spent the last week sleeping in air conditioning on throughout the night, and slowly I noticed my skin feeling drier during the day. I hadn't experienced that to the same degree during my initial 2-week test though. And I can definitely say being in air conditioning the whole day, it's a less humid environment. And when you combine that with a retinol product that was already making my skin more sensitive, seemed to make the dryness much more noticeable for me. So if you're using this product and you live somewhere with a drier climate or a cold climate, or you spend a lot of time in air conditioning throughout the day, or you naturally have a drier or sensitive skin, pay attention to your skin barrier, to your hydration and moisturization. For me, using a barrier supporting product during the day made a significant difference. I used the Ilyun Ceramide A2 lotion most often, and I also used their soothing lotion and ceramide cream at different times. But interestingly, I preferred the lotion texture with this particular retinol more. I felt like it gave my skin enough hydration while leaving a comfortable layer over the skin to help reduce that dry, tight feeling. And I also found PDRN-based products worked beautifully alongside this routine for me. When my skin was feeling drier or more sensitive, incorporating PDRN products seemed to help support hydration and overall skin comfort. There is another difference I noticed after using this product from Celimax for a month. This dual cream isn't as moisturizing as the original Retinal Short Tightening Booster. It might sound a little odd, and this surprised me too. The original tightening booster has 0.1% retinol, but the texture feels creamier and more moisturizing to me. The dual cream has a lighter feel. And even the original tightening booster, I personally still prefer using a barrier cream over it. But if I'm comparing the two directly, the original feels more nourishing and moisturizing on my skin. And with this dual cream, I definitely need to pay more attention to my moisturizing routine. Now let's talk about the part everyone actually wants to see here. What happened to my skin after 30 days? First, I'm going to be realistic. If you look at my before and after photos and think, Neha, your skin looks almost exactly the same, that's completely fair. Because I'm not going to pretend that 30 days of retinol has completely transformed my face. That's not what I see either. But when I look closely, and especially when I look at my skin in the mirror every morning, I can see subtle changes. The biggest difference for me has been the texture. My skin looks smoother, more refined, and overall healthier. I also feel that my skin looks a little brighter and firmer. But these are subtle changes, and I think that's exactly what you should expect from a 30-day retinol update. Retinoids are long-term ingredients. They are not supposed to completely transform your skin in 4 weeks. So I'm much more interested in whether I can use this product consistently over several months, or probably if I can build consistency to using this every single night in the next week, and what would happen then with its continued use. Now here is a question I know many of you will have. How does this compare with their original 0.1% retinol short tightening booster? The dual cream contains half the retinol concentration, 0.05% versus 0.1%. So on paper, you might automatically assume the original is better and stronger than the new dual cream, but my experience tells me something different. Both of these creams use the A-short spicule technology, and based purely on how my skin responds, I don't experience the dual cream as a dramatically weaker product. In fact, I'll say I find this surprisingly potent. And that's why I don't think the retinol percentage alone tells you the entire story. The vehicle, the delivery system, formulation, and your own skin's tolerance all matter. So I wouldn't look the 0.05% retinol label on the cream and assume automatically that this might be just half as strong as their original retinol short tightening booster. And that's a good reminder. Skincare formulations do not necessarily work like that. During these 30 days, I have also used these alongside tranexamic acid, and I haven't had any issue when I've used them appropriately in my routine. I haven't yet tried combining this with vitamin C. That's simply because I know my own skin, and I know if I combine this with a potent vitamin C product, I will experience more sensitivity and irritation. So I don't really feel the need to force that combination. So would I recommend it to all you guys? My answer would be yes, but with an important qualification. I think this could be very interesting retinol product for someone who is new to retinol or retinol, but I wouldn't interpret it immediately as something you can use every single night or a daily use thing. Even as an experienced retinoid user, I personally haven't found nightly use comfortable enough to make it my routine. For me, with this product, alternate night is much more sustainable. And if you're using it, I would pay particular attention to your skin type, if it's dry, if it's sensitive, the climate you're living in, especially if you spend a lot of time in air conditioning or dry environments. So after 30 days, I can see improvements in my skin texture, smoothness, brightness, and overall skin quality. But do I think it's gentle? Not as much as I initially thought. And that's probably the biggest thing my 30-day test changed for me. The 0.05% retinol concentration might look beginner friendly on paper, but the complete formulation and delivery system make this feel like a serious retinol product to me. So if you're new to retinol, start slowly. Don't chase daily use just because the brand says you can. And don't underestimate the importance of moisturizer and barrier support while you're using it. One thing I did experience in these 30 days, I experienced a little bit more acne, more breakouts than usual while testing this product. And if I compare that to their retinol or the retinal, the viral retinal short tightening booster, I did not experience these kinds of breakouts back then. Because with retinoids, more isn't necessarily better. The best frequency is the one your skin can tolerate consistently over the long term. And for me, after 30 days, that's not every single night. I'm going to continue testing this product for another 15 days or 30 days and see if I can build my consistency to every single night just because brand says that. I'm so curious if I can build up to that frequency. And if you're trying to decide between the new dual Celimax dual retinal short tightening cream and their original retinal short tightening booster, I've tested both of these for 1 month and 2 weeks, and all these videos are right here on your screen so you can compare my real world experience with each of these products. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.